through of Meine Reise durch Afrika by Rita Berman. This is her latest book. I've had a lot of excitement and expectation for this book because it is my home continent and I cherish my country, South Africa, very much. I am excited to say that South Africa is included in the images within this beautiful, beautiful book. There are going to be some bits of this review that is going to maybe not fit in with popular opinion. However, when I get to that section, I am going to explain why, and I'm hoping that you will understand. It's just a personal viewpoint, really, and a personal expectation. All right, so without any delay, let's get looking at this book. So it is the same size as the rest of her books in the series. It's also got beautiful shiny stuff on the cover, which is, I think, like glossy accents, so which really makes it really exciting and beautiful. Again, we've got her front page, which is same pattern and design, except different elements as Meine Reise durch Europa and Asian. Right, on this side we have the write-up of all her books. It's all in German or Dutch. I think it's Dutch. And then here's a little blurb on Rita Berman herself. I love the postcards. They really are quintessential South African, very much African elements, although Africa is not really good at post, depending on where you are in Africa, but letters aren't really a thing that we do. Okay, so here we've got a Safe Travels starter page. On this side here is just all the publishing information that you will need if you're interested. And then over here we have a bit of like a safari page with African huts, some hot air balloons. I'm presuming this is Table Mountain. And then over here we have a whole lot, like a letter from Rita Berman herself, and then this lovely compilation of the pyramids, maybe a Moroccan castle, I'm not sure here. We've got some African huts, a coloring book, pencils, and sharpeners, shavings, all sorts. So really, I like that. That's really cute. And then, as in her previous two books, we have the crossroads post, or the posts showing you all the different countries. And then here we have the map. Now, this book, from what I have read and interpreted, covers Egypt, Kenya, Tanzania, Madagascar, South Africa, Mali, and Morocco. So when I was born in South Africa, and I grew up, let's see, around here, somewhere around here. So not too far up from the edge of South Africa, but so around this area here. About 4 or 5 hours away from Maputo in Mozambique. I have also visited Angola, and I have also visited Egypt. Right, then we have this lovely page here. Now, as far as I can tell, this is also a double page spread, but unlike in Europa and Asian, we don't have all the circles. We've got more, some circles and then other sort of things going on here. So maybe a Bedouin place here, a Moroccan castle. We've got hieroglyphics, food, so all sorts going on. Really, really lovely. Here, I think this is where Rita Berman is getting ready to travel, her home, her cats, traveling to the airport. At the airport, I thought this was a lovely touch, where she includes her departure. I thought this really was very unique, and I appreciated these two pictures. And then she arrives in Egypt, and specifically Cairo, And Cairo is a very bustling city. Then our Nile boat cruise. Maybe this is on the cruise boat, having a nice cup of tea, or maybe hibiscus juice. These beautiful alligator, well, actually no, not alligator, crocodile. I really love the Egyptian pages. I don't have a lot of Egyptian themed pages, so I really do like this, and I love the extra detailing around the sun here, and then more Egyptian pages. So it really lends itself to vibrant blues, greens, reds, yellows, and browns. A lovely double page spread. Here we have a hippo. This could be lotus flowers. Then we move on to Kenya. So Kenya is very popular for their the very large nature reserve. And then you've got Nairobi. This is a leopard. If it was a cheetah, I have heard some people not being sure what is the difference between a leopard and a cheetah. So a cheetah actually has black drops down its eyes, whereas a leopard doesn't. The body of a leopard is also very stocky, whereas the body of a cheetah is slender. Leopards are also very famous for hiding in trees and branches or in rocky outcrops. All right, these are the Mali, and these are their African homes. Warrior dressed in traditional clothing. And then here we've got the animals. So here, giraffe. You've got the zebras. This will be, could possibly be an impala. And these are not buffalo, wildebeest. This is most likely wildebeest. And then, of course, here is your zebra. This is beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Now we're in Tanzania. We've got beautiful elephants. So she's on a game safari trip. Then some wallpaper. A variety of primates. Very beautiful and comical faces, actually. And flamingos. Here we also have beautiful waterfalls. Now if it's Tanzania, yeah, so just waterfalls. I don't know if it's taking inspiration from Victoria Falls. And then our African lady dressed in traditional clothing with her faggots, and she's paddling her little boat. Now, what I love about the African book is it means I can color dark skin. So I really appreciate that. All right, then we arrive at Madagascar, again, which is known for its lemurs. So scuba diving, beautiful flower arrangements here. I'm not really sure which flowers these are, especially on this page, but really, really lovely. We got assortment of fruit. We've got our lemurs, which always reminds me of the animated movies, Madagascar. All right, so again, this is an African wood hoopoe bird. They have brown, so not brown, more like burnt orange with sienna brown kind of feathers with white and black. All right, so here we arrive in South Africa, and this is where my potentially unpopular opinion is going to come. But again, as a disclaimer, it's just a personal thing. It's got nothing to do with Rita Berman's talent or her work. It's just a personal expectation. So here we have animals at the beach in South Africa. A lot of South African beaches have really relatively big waves. Durban has quite decent waves, and you need to have a lot of perseverance to get past the waves to get out into the calmer section of the ocean. And also the back current can be quite strong. And then here you've got some beach houses. Now here we have a whole lot of cocktails, some more cocktails. We have, I'm presuming this is Cape Town because of Table Mountain, and then more ocean life. These are protea flowers here, which symbolize strength and courage. You've got a little mud hut, and then you've got these traditional dolls, which are made from beads and wiring. You often get them sold on the edge of the road or at the traffic lights. And then we have these sort of doodles. And then here we've moved on to Mali. Now, here's my thing. There is a lot more to South Africa than Table Mountain and cocktails or the beach. We have got game farms. We have very beautiful scenic routes from Cape Town all the way through to Johannesburg. We have a variety of traditional people, especially in South Africa. I mean, we have 11 official languages, including Afrikaans and English. So the other 9 are traditional African languages. So South Africa is actually a celebration of African people. We have the Limpopo River. We have a lot of vibrant clothing and celebration. So it's really a nation of people. We also have the tradition, so here we've got these sort of toys, but there's more than just these. We have people who will actually take stone and they will carve that stone into figurines, very traditional figurines. We have got people who will make toys or moving touristy things out of recycled bottle lids and wires. And so South Africa has got so much more. And personally, I was really disappointed that the bulk of South Africa was beaches and cocktails, when actually South Africa has got a lot more to offer. We have got grapes towards Stellenbosch, so we've got that. We've got the garden route, which covers beautiful scenery and flowering. Like I said, all these different things. We also have the cradle of humankind, which is where people discovered some of the earliest fossil bones of humans. So whilst what is in here is sufficient and is South African, I think my fondness for South Africa expected more. That is why I'm saying it is a personal opinion. It's got nothing to do with what Rita Berman has done. I would have loved to have seen some things from Johannesburg and even from Pretoria, because we've got jacaranda trees, and the jacaranda trees, especially at this time of the year, are in full bloom, and that gives you beautiful alleyways with the jacaranda trees over it. And when they're in bloom, it's just a purple walkway, and Pretoria is especially known for that. So it's not, there is more to South Africa. I would have loved to have seen more African people, maybe dressed in their traditional clothing. We've got the Zulu warrior dancers. We have many different forms of traditional clothing. So my expectations would have been a little bit more than just a visit to the beach, really, because all of this here, some of the unpopular things you would see in South Africa would include the townships, although not touristy, but still very much part of our South Africa. We have shopping malls, and we've got beautiful walks, and we have beautiful open spaces. So it would have been lovely to have seen some of that celebrated. However, I understand that to explore South Africa in its entirety and see all of that is not always possible. We do also have the Karoo, which is on the western side of South Africa, which is desert. But I have heard from South African friends who have visited the Karoo that it is actually really spectacular. I know a gentleman who actually went and photographed quite professionally some of the sights and beauty of the Karoo Desert. So those are just some of the things that I'm sharing with you to say that there is more to South Africa than what has been shown here. However, I do appreciate that South Africa was included, and I really value the work that Rita Berman has put in this book. I think my heart expected more. But again, I'm allowed to have my personal opinion and expectations. It doesn't change how much I love the book and how much I'm going to color in it and enjoy it. It really is beautiful. Here we have another sort of sand palace or sand castle here in Mali. This is a bazaar marketplace area. Here we've got a lizard, and then some doodle work here. These drums, djembe drums, really cool, really traditional. Often they are carved by hand and have some of the most intricate carvings. These are also traditional African face masks. All across Africa you can find that. And then here we're coming more into the desert. We've got a desert animal. We've got our camels, our cacti. And we have arrived in Morocco. This is Morocco at night. I love this. I love that we have the background taken care for us, and all we have to do is just color it in. Then we have this lovely tent area here, some beautiful food, some tiles, a beautiful heart. Again, some more doodle work. This is lovely, like the cats outside the front door of maybe a hotel or a bed Airbnb. And here we have a bazaar, so very much an African marketplace. Lots of details here, which is beautiful. Maybe some of the produce or things you could buy. And also this, I think, is all the souvenirs collected throughout the trip. Really, really lovely double page spread. And then some bookmark type things here. We've got maybe the cities of Cairo. We've got the safari game farms, and then the African huts. Right, and then here we have basically the whole voyage, returning home, coming back. We've got a complete coloring book, maybe a letter, test pages, so you can test which mediums you want to use on the paper. We've got references to all of her books, and included are her postcards, which is just lovely, and then a thank you page at the end. So that is Rita Berman's Meine Reise durch Afrika. I'm really looking forward to coloring it. I am really grateful that I've been able to get a copy so quickly, and I'm looking forward to the next book in the series. I am going to buy the entire series because I think it is such a lovely celebration of the world that we live in. So thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for listening. I do appreciate it, and I hope that you've enjoyed this flip through. Until next time, everyone, take care. Bye for now.